Old Minecraft and nostalgia. These are two words that more often than not are in the same sentence. But why is that? Well, today I thought I'd come on here and kind of talk a little bit of why I personally think that is the case. This is not a normal typical video I'd make, but I thought this would be kind of fun. I have 3 reasons I want to talk about today for why I personally think that old Minecraft is nostalgic. And unfortunately, I have written them on my left hand. There we go. Reason number 1. Minecraft back then was a lot simpler. For a lot of new players, new Minecraft might feel kind of confusing and overwhelming. New Minecraft nowadays has more bosses than I can count. Well, that's mostly because I can't count very high. And a bajillion new blocks that make building the simplest of house a very hard task. Now to say that's necessarily not a bad thing, because Minecraft has been around for 16 years, so over time, it was probably for the best that they added all this new stuff. But we are also not talking about new players here. We are talking about the old generation. Unk. While we enjoy all these new blocks and everything that Mojang has been adding recently, it is always a nice refresher to go back and play these old versions of Minecraft. And in fact, a bunch of my friends and I have actually recently done that. We went back to Minecraft 1.0 and defeated the dragon. You can see it in this video here. I've always wanted to do that. Now, due to Minecraft's simple nature back in the day, it has a lot of charm, is what I like to call the word. I don't really know how to explain it, but looking at old Minecraft pictures, even though the game looks like bad with no smooth lighting at all, it's very charming. And that's what I think a lot of us old Unk players like about it. One common argument is that due to the simplicity of the lack of blocks back in the day, it made us be more creative. And to an extent, I think that is very true. But I also do like all the new blocks that they've been adding, because that's kind of cool. I like building. And due to its simple nature, it is easier for us old heads to lock in, as the kids say, and get things done in old Minecraft. Nowadays, on a new Minecraft world, you go chop some trees, all of a sudden you're mining. Then all of a sudden you're collecting pottery shards. Then all of a sudden you're gathering a new armor trim. And then by the time you realize it, it's dark outside and you have yet to build a house. And you die. But in old Minecraft, that's, there ain't much there. So it's either build a house or go mine some blocks, but you're already in the ground anyway, so there wasn't much to do. But that's why I think it being simple was a main reason why people like old Minecraft better. And now for my second reason. Old Minecraft was hard, and I don't mean just like slightly harder, I mean it's very hard. In the video that me and my friends played on 1.0, the mob spawning rates were actually insane. I thought something was very off. I walked into a room and there was not 1, not 2, but 3 creepers, 2 skeletons, and a spider. It was not fair. Also, the fact that if you ate food, it took a little bit longer to regain your health. That never helps either. Also, the fact that tools and durability in 1.0 was atrocious. It actually felt like you used half of a pickaxe of a half of what a normal pickaxe would be in normal. Does this make any sense to anybody? It does in my head, but I don't, crazy things going on in here all the time. Don't even get me started on enchanting in this game. It is straight doo-doo. The enchanting was changed in 1.8 and it made it objectively very much easier. What was that even sentence? I should cut that. I don't remember off the top of my head when enchanting was first introduced, but from that date all the way up until 2014, 2015, Minecraft enchanting was straight. In 1.8, they made the change to where it was required to use lapis to enchant an item. It also only took 3 levels for a level 30 enchant. Back in the day, this was not the case. If you wanted a level 30 enchant, you would have to use all 30 of your levels. Gone. Wasted. That was bad. And before that was changed again, it used to be 50. And it wouldn't use 3 levels for a level 30 enchant or a level 50 enchant. It would use all 50. And you would have to do it again. And this was pre 1.9 combat, by the way, as well. Obviously. That was when you could spam click and sword block like we all used to do. But pre 1.9, there was also no sword swipe, the sweep attack thing, where you hit 1 mob and you hit 3 at the same time. No. So XP farms, you were grinding out 1 mob at a time. And that sounds awful. I don't even want to think about that. Another part of it about enchanting that sucked a lot was you couldn't see what enchantment you were getting. You got what you were given to you and you weren't allowed to get upset at it. Because if you do, Notch would come after you. In these old versions of Minecraft, not only would you be grinding hours upon hours to get to levels, To do a level 30 enchant on all 4 pieces of armor, you would need 120 levels. And that's without redos. That's just the base. You get what you get. You could spend all that time and get Fire Protection 3 on a diamond helmet. You know how sad I would be? So yes, old Minecraft was objectively a lot harder. But I think a lot of people like the challenge. New Minecraft is very easy. Kind of funnily easy, in fact. Just from finding a village, you are pretty much set for early game in terms of food. Back in old Minecraft, you know, mob spawns were also ridiculous, so you got food quite a bit back then. But new Minecraft, it's kind of crazy. Also, villages I feel like were a lot easier to find. Plus, they actually, almost every house has a chest in it, which also helps a lot. Also, with new Minecraft, now ores displacement are like valued by Y level, so it's a lot easier to find like coal and iron above ground. So it's like really easy to get geared up kind of early on, which helps a lot in the early game. And now for my third reason why I think old Minecraft is very nostalgic and why people look back on it fondly. And that is because back in the day, we were all stupid. Okay, that's kind of a not fair statement to say, but back then, we were all young. We didn't really care about all the new latest updates. When we got them, we wouldn't be watching tutorials. Oh, this is what's been added. No, we just played the game. And since we did that, we learned through trial and error and learning things as we went. The game back then was not as, well, I was going to say it wasn't as popular, but it kind of was. It's been popular forever, so that doesn't really make sense. But back then, it was more mysterious to us. Me personally, I was never looking up all the patch notes. I didn't really care. I just built in creative. That's all I ever kind of did. But nowadays, there are multiple videos out there going through every little detail of every little snapshot and every little detail that they changed. Realistically, though, to combat that, just don't watch them. If you want to learn it all on the fly, just don't watch the videos. You know, that defeats that whole argument right there. But in regards of old Minecraft, it wasn't as documented as much. YouTube really wasn't as much of a thing back then. But not having access to millions and millions of videos about Minecraft really made it special when you found out something that you've never seen before. Or you're at school and somebody tells you, hey, if you take 10 obsidian and light it with flint and steel, you can make it the nether portal. Or being shown stuff like that for the first time. That is very special. There was definitely a lot of charm to not knowing what was going on in Minecraft 24/7. And I know for a 100% fact that every one of you out there has tried to make an Aether portal at least once in their life, and then being sad that it did not work. It was stuff like this that made Minecraft really special for me when I was a kid. It was little things like that that made Minecraft super charming back in the day. With it being more mysterious to us as children, and the game being a lot harder back in the day, as well as it being a very simple game, these are the reasons why I think old Minecraft is very nostalgic to us old heads. I'm 23, by the way. But thank you so much for watching and listening to me yap about old Minecraft, because I thought it'd be kind of a fun video. I've never done this before. And since I had gone back to play old Minecraft, I just wanted to talk about it, because I think it's a very interesting conversation. A lot of kids in my generation look back on Minecraft very fondly. But when I played it with my friends, every one of us kept saying, wow, I'm glad I grew up with this, but this is so much better. Which I believe that statement to be very true. I'm glad I grew up with old Minecraft. But new Minecraft is also cool. Subscribe.